Ah!
I am so mad.
Okay.
I am fucking raging, Chris.
We just walked to Walgreens, and I'm kind of sweaty, so this is a lot for me.
It was the exact level of humidity and heat that
It
like
was
just
bad,
triggered.
yeah. It was just too much.
There's no hot water in my house. I can't shower. I'm itchy as fuck right now, and it's only making everything worse.
Yeah.
I am so mad.
Okay.
And I want you to understand, there is no humor in this anger.
No, I can tell.
There is no humor in this anger at all. No sarcasm, no exaggeration. This isn't some Yosemite Sam-ass, Rassin-for-ass environment energy I've conjured up to be a Walmart Sam Kinison. No. This is true rage right now.
Yeah.
I am fucking livid! That was too far. I'm so mad, Chris.
Right, yeah.
I'm so mad. I'm so fucking mad. I'm going to say it one more time. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. See, I said it twice more.
What are you mad about, Will?
So this only makes it worse, what I'm about to say.
Right.
It only makes me more angry.
Yeah.
Because on top of everything else, I feel like a fool. I feel like I've been had, like I've been humiliated.
Yeah.
And I feel like I feel like the biggest buffoon who's ever walked the face of the earth. Because I know I'm 15 years too late for this.
Yeah.
But I got the bad ending of Bioshock.
I mean, you got the medium ending,
That's
which is the bad ending.
It's so bad. Apparently, the actually bad ending, a German woman calls you a tyrant for like 30 seconds straight and is just kind of mad in the medium ending and is madder in the bad ending.
Right.
That's the only difference. It's not medium. It's just two bads.
Right. Well, how many did you kill little girls?
Of course I killed the little girls.
Well,
of course I killed. Okay. So the game starts out. You don't know what's going on. You
Right.
crash land into a lighthouse, get sucked below the surface of the earth, and there's fucking demons everywhere.
yeah. There's little kids.
Oh, yeah.
running around on all fours, crawling through.
These aren't little kids.
Yeah.
These aren't little kids.
You're a good point. They just look like them a little.
These are gray-faced, red-eyed, fucking terrifying little beasts followed around by these fucking Scooby-Doo ass Frankenstein monsters.
They are
and going,
pretty Scooby-Doo, aren't they?
oh, there's literally just like 80 Scooby-Doo villains that look exactly like that. They were scary. The big daddies were scary as shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to survive. All I got is a fucking wrench.
Right.
And I got this Irish dude being like, "Don't worry, I'll save you." I can't do an Irish accent.
Borat.
The one thing that's not trying to kill me is like, don't trust those little girls. They're
Right.
not little girls. And I'm like, don't worry. You don't have to tell me twice. They're just running around on all fours going like, angels are all around me and sucking red gunk out of dead people's bodies.
And you didn't just intuitively figure out that Irish guy was actually an Italian guy trying to become God? That didn't just immediately occur to you as soon as he started talking?
Well, listen, it crossed my mind. But only because I know not to trust the Irish.
Right. I'm always saying that.
Yeah. Because they're oftentimes Italians.
Right.
That's a weird bit.
They're secret Italians.
Listen,
you ever see an Irish guy, you got to be careful because he might be an Italian guy who's trying to become a Superman.
Yeah, and also on top of it, like I don't know, man. It's just it. I was gonna suspect that this was an Italian guy who wasn't proud of his heritage. Doesn't exist. Doesn't fucking exist.
That was his bit.
Every Italian on the face of the earth wants you to fucking know it. And good. It's a beautiful culture with a lot of lovely things to it. But the point is that. No, of course I didn't fucking think that he was double-crossing me because he was like, I'm a family man. Oh, me son and me daughter and me wife and me kids and me husband are all buried in a shuttle and you gotta save them. And it's the only thing that I know.
Yeah.
At this point, that's what the game is about, is saving this guy's family. That's
Right.
the whole point of the game. And I know that I keep getting killed by these fucking Scooby-Doo guys and that there are little demon girls following them around. And this guy's saying that they're demons.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill the demons.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill the demons, and then I find out, oh, I get extra points for killing the demons. Clearly, the game wants me to kill the demons.
Yeah, it's rewarding you for it.
And then finally, okay, somebody says they're not demons. They're actually little girls.
Right.
Don't trust the Irish guy who is in your ear right now.
Well, that sounds perfectly reasonable. Can you give me like one reason why you wouldn't trust that person?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because the only thing I know about her is that she's a convicted Nazi war criminal.
Oh, yeah, right.
Her whole thing is that she's like, I've committed many sins. I pay for my sins. Like, I'm sorry. Oh, was I supposed to trust the Nazi? Was I supposed to trust the Nazi lady? Apparently I was.
Apparently, yeah.
And then at the end of the game, when you even get the medium ending, because I killed a couple of kids.
You killed just a handful of children.
Well, the second I knew they were really kids, I stopped killing them. and by the end of the game, you know, I beat the villain. I beat all the bad guys.
You did it.
I won. And this game punished me.
Yeah.
Because
I called you a fascist.
That's what they did. Is I won this game. Hell yeah, I won the game. And then there's just a fucking there's just a German woman calling me a tyrant and an animation of me abusing a child while a bunch of fucking mutants storm the earth and a nuclear war starts. And it's like, can you give me a little leeway?
That shit was high art in 2007.
Can you give me a little fucking more leeway, Mangala?
Yeah. There was no ending for like, oh fuck, I realized it was bad to kill a little girl.
No.
Yeah, no.
Oh, but Tenenbaum gets to regret her fucking splicing up Jews in fucking Dachau or whatever.
She gets to do Nazi-style super science on people and get away scot-free. Act like she has the moral high ground on you. This fucking Nazi calling you a tyrant.
And the thing
How
is,
dare she?
Even before then, she was saying all this stuff about like, oh, you know, you have committed many sins, but so have I. We are alike in that way. It must keep you up at night. It keeps me up at night too. But together we will beat this, and together we will be better. So it's like by the end when she's being like, all the power in the world was not enough for you. I'm just like, I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this.
We had this conversation already.
I thought we were cool. And it ruined the game.
Yeah, you texted me in the dead of night.
Yeah.
I don't remember what time you texted me, but I feel like it must have been like 3 a.m. Yeah.
Oh, at the earliest. I was so upset. I was so upset. And the second I watched that final cutscene, I went to YouTube and I was like, I'm going to watch the good cutscene because I feel like I earned that.
Right, exactly. Just watch it and pretend you didn't murder any little girls.
Exactly. And you know, and the good cutscene is just this beautiful, like, heartfelt speech from the Nazi.
Yeah, no, I watched it. It's like it shows you taking the little sister's hand, and then like it cuts to like her receiving her hand, like being passed a diploma, and then being given a wedding ring.
Yeah,
and then holding her daughter's hand. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's so nice. And all you had to do is just like fight all of your instincts, just like every natural, reasonable instinct you have.
All I had to do was what the Nazi was telling me to do.
Right, yeah, the Nazi was right the whole time.
That's fucked up.
It's just weird.
I'm coming after you, 2K.
I mean,
I'm coming after you.
The thing is, I'm
making a Twitter just for this. It's time to hold the developers of Bioshock accountable for their extremely irresponsible media creation.
Yeah, nobody has yet. No one's brought this up before. I was so when you texted me this at 3 a.m, I got back to you right away because I was so excited to be like, oh fuck yeah, I get to travel back in time to 2010 and have this conversation again. I can't wait.
Is as I was like texting you about this, I was like, God damn it, maybe I should like consume like media from the present day so that I could like talk about it on the podcast and have everybody be like, yeah, I know Bioshock had a weird ending. Okay.
Yeah.
We talked about this when I was in fucking high school, dude, you know, but like, I'm too late.
No, I think it's endearing. I think, and honestly, I think enough time has passed that it is relevant again.
I just feel like, I just feel like, you know, that's the thanks I get for you know, just trying to survive.
You know, you do your best.
I did my best.
You kill a couple of little girls before you realize that it was wrong, and then you changed.
What can you ask?
Yeah,
you know, if you don't know something's wrong, but when you realize it's wrong, you stop doing it. I'm okay now.
Okay, I'm glad you got that out.
I'm glad I did too.
I'm glad we had
to.
that conversation.
I feel like I'm still gonna be grappling with this for a few more days.
But get into Bioshock 2. See how it treats you.
Well, I won't kill any little girls in that one.
I don't know if they give you the opportunity.
Right, so I don't even have a fucking chance to be better this time.
I don't know. I've never played Bioshock 2.
No second chances.
Yeah.
No second chances.
Who knows?
For fucking tyrants, which would be fair if I were a tyrant. But I don't like that the fucking
Bioshock 2 has 6 endings apparently,
this
and all of them you get fucking called a fucking tyrant.
Just the audacity of this game to have a fucking Dr. Mangala stand in.
Yeah, that is the weirdest part. I think is that like the moral character is like the ex-Nazi, and there is no moral ambiguity.
They don't say Holocaust or Nazi at any time.
Oh, okay.
But the
So
time
she's
period,
just German, and the timing lines.
well, she's German and was doing science experiments on little kids during World War II. It's implied pretty heavily.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's pretty. It's weird that they don't call her a Nazi in that case.
Look. If she's not literally a member of the Nazi Party, I don't care. She's a Nazi. She's a German eugenicist who experiments on little kids.
Right.
I don't care whether or not they were Jewish. You're still a Nazi. I don't know if the little sisters are all Jews. Are the little sisters all Jews?
I don't know, dude. I don't think so. But that's an incredible take.
You know,
what's the backstory to the little girls? Did the lady make all the little girls?
I think so, but I know I don't remember. No, she didn't make them.
Okay,
but. So I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't paying close enough attention. I was just trying to, not get killed by the big Scooby-Doo guy.
Yeah.
He was really scary at the beginning.
You're going to get to be one in the next game. So you get to have that power. Yeah, that's how a lot of people felt, I think. Because I kind of missed the point of what was.
Yeah, because I kind of feel like, is it going to be all like fucking escort missions the entire time?
I don't think so.
I don't want to do that.
No, I don't think it is.
God, I hope not.
I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. I don't really think there's a lot of. I don't think you have a little sister.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't fucking want one. That responsibility is apparently way too much for me. Your waveform on this is tiny. Is it just because I've been screaming this whole time?
I think so, probably.
Okay. That would make sense. I have been screaming.
I'm also low energy because I wasn't expecting to do a podcast today, and I smoked weed and took a nap right before coming here.
That's great.
So I'm just trying to catch up. You're coming at me with a lot of energy, and I'm trying to match it. It's not really working, but I'm in it. I'm here.
Is there anything that's been making you mad recently that you want to scream about?
My house is full of gnats.
Fuck that!
It's just full of gnats. I don't have a dishwasher, and I didn't do my dishes for like a week because I had like a kind of a mild depressive episode where I was just like, no, it's fine.
Okay.
It's just like a standard depressive episode where it's like, I could do literally anything to improve my life, but I'm just kind of not.
Yeah.
It's going to kind of watch One Piece all day.
I get that.
Then now my house is full of gnats. And I've gotten pretty good at catching them with my hands. I have a whole take. I figured it. This is how you know that your fucking life sucks.
Is that you develop a gnat catching technique.
You're just like in the middle of the day, just like figuring out how to. Okay, just ha. Just like ha, and you're just walking around your fucking apartment shirtless. It's just like grabbing the air.
I wish everybody could see the trajectory of your arm movement in this technique that you developed.
It's very specific. It's
it feels like
I've been watching a lot of anime and I've been taking notes.
It has anime energy.
Honestly, like this is so embarrassing to say, but there is like I am incorporating Bruce Lee's "Be Like Water" into it. You have to like fully relax your arm. Because if you don't do it right, it's they're fast little fuckers. You gotta, you gotta just like fucking, just like really, like just snap it and just like fully relax and then extend.
I love that you're just like utilizing scraps of ancient Chinese martial arts principles.
But, I've gone down like UFC K-holes of just like dudes explaining how fighting works. I can't watch UFC because it's too insane. But like. I'll just like, so yeah, no, I just like, You know what it is? It's like in Limitless, where he takes the Limitless drug and he's able to do math because of like the cover of a textbook he saw in college. It's like that. I've just absorbed enough random information off the internet that like there's like a kung fu master inside of me.
Right.
I just don't have access to all the information, but it's in there.
See, that's I really like the thought of you Googling gnat catching techniques.
No, I didn't I figured it out myself.
I know you did, but I just like the thought of the YouTube algorithm just taking it from there and just showing you Bruce Lee interviews and UFC fights. Or maybe better yet, you Googling martial arts techniques and learning about how to catch gnats. Than just YouTube giving you that.
It's even weirder than that. Which is just like having like watched YouTube shorts about like just like Michael Jai White showing you how to throw a punch without telegraphing it. And then just like that information lodging itself in the back of my brain, and then it's just there when I need it.
That's amazing.
And what I need it for is catching gnats. Which, by the way, if you got like 3 gnats in your house, you have hundreds. Like it's not helpful.
Yeah,
I probably caught like 30 of them, and it hasn't made a difference.
Well, yeah, because gnats are less of individual insects and more a cloud.
Right. Yeah.
Gnats are like the monster from Michael Crichton's Prey.
Right.
They're not a singular entity. You can't catch them until they're gone.
No,
you need to like smoke them out or suck them up in a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah. No, I ordered fly paper yesterday, and then I hung it up, and I looked at it, and I was like, this is fucking stupid. How is this can't work? So I bought more fly traps.
Right.
I got this like weird apple shaped one.
And then you signed up for a local karate.
Yeah, and then
studio.
I fucking got big into Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I'm gonna fucking put these flies in a fucking flying choke.
I'm just picturing you in your fucking kitchen doing capoeira while gnats are all around you.
I grab a gnat and then flip into the air and like suplex the gnat down onto the floor.
I'm just picturing you doing that. Like
my hand and it flies away because it's so small. Like.
I'm getting lightheaded. Just you doing spinning, fucking dancing martial arts.
Yeah, I'm just like fucking destroying my ceiling fan because of how high I'm kicking.
You've knocked over your trash can. You've broken a chair in half. The room is you've been a tornado in this room, but there's still a cloud of gnats there, but you caught a couple.
Right, and I'm so graceful.
Yeah.
I'm Spider-Man in a Spider-Man game. Just doing like flips and stuff. Doing like midair cartwheels. And I kill like 2 gnats.
I love it. I love that. God damn. You know what would help?
Yeah.
You know what would help.
I did them. I did the dishes today.
Okay.
My sink is clear.
Okay.
There's fucking plates and shit all over my living room, and I'll get to those. But like the dishes in the sink are gone.
I've definitely let dishes in the sink pile up for way too long before. Like I've gone a week with like cups of mayonnaise just out and about until you go nose blind from it.
I walked into my kitchen this morning and saw an open jar of peanut butter, like right next to where like the gnat cloud is, and it was
away,
so
right? No, you didn't.
I put it back in the fridge. I don't know if I'm gonna eat it, but it was so much of it left, and it was basically a whole thing of peanut butter. I don't know. Does peanut butter go bad if you leave it out overnight with the lid off?
No, I don't think so. But it's not about that. It's about the fact that there are carrion insects flying around it that are just like
the gnats in my kitchen also live right next to where I keep my water pitcher. I can't keep my water pitcher in the fridge because when I bought it, it had a huge crack in it, so I have to like leave it like on the sink so that like when it leaks, it just like goes into the sink. But it's also again right next to where all the gnats are. So like who knows? I might be drinking gnat eggs.
You probably are.
Well, this is protein, baby.
Or worse, because like those gnats have like worked out a very specific routine for their day. First, they go to your food, then they go to the toilet bowl, then they go back to your food, and then they go to your water pitcher, then go back to the toilet bowl, and then they start all over.
I keep the bathroom door closed. You know?
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
At least you're that. But like also they're still eating the fucking rotten food in your sink. Well, the bigger the bug, the less likely I am to kill it.
Yeah. Because eventually
unless
it's just
it's a
like you
mosquito.
feel like killing a mouse.
Yeah.
Which I've also had to do.
Recently?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about it.
There were fucking mice.
I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. I want to cry. You're gonna make me cry. I can't do it. All right, fine.
Well, I mean, there isn't much to say.
You just hit it with a fucking hammer.
No, I bought mouse traps. I bought some mouse traps, and they worked immediately. It was crazy.
Oh, they
like I put them out, and like 20 minutes later, I had a fucking dead mouse. And this is for the uncharismatic edition, but I just kind of dropped it out my window. I don't want anyone to know. Well, because like I have to like in order to
don't you dare relegate that to the uncharismatic edition. That's one of the funniest fucking things you've
I don't
ever
want my
said.
landlord to know I did that.
Your
though.
landlord doesn't
Like,
listen to Life in the World to Come.
Of course not. But like I just need to be careful. Like
Your landlord does not listen to this podcast.
What if she did though? No,
She
it's
wouldn't.
Like,
Don't you dare
just
cut that.
dropped it.
That is so fucking funny.
I did it twice too.
Your landlord.
That's the thing is because like I in order like what am I gonna do? I have to like okay I kill this mouse, I put it in the trash. I can't leave it there. I can't leave this dead mouse in the trash. So then I would have to like take out my trash, and that means like I have to walk walk down a whole flight of stairs, fiddle with my keys, do all this shit, and then I have to like walk all there's like the garbage cans are on like the other side of the. It's harder than it sounds, okay?
I believe you.
And so I just kind of opened up the window and dropped it out into the alley next to my house.
Honestly, it doesn't even matter to me because, like, I have to say, like, I think that's better than putting them in the trash. Circle life, baby.
I kind of thought that too.
Yeah.
It's like that's like I would rather them
Now some
kind of
birds
rot
gonna eat
in
it.
the street than in a landfill.
Something's gonna eat it.
Yeah, exactly.
You fed another thing,
I've been
which
thinking
makes
about-
it almost like to me, it's kind of like okay, you actually like saved another animal some trouble, and it's more likely to survive because of you.
Yeah.
In a way, you didn't take a life, you saved one.
But it's good that I haven't caught any more because I don't want there to just slowly be a pile of dead mice. Just like there's just like a pile of dead mice just on the street outside my window. Like
That's horrible. That's so fucking funny. Oh my god. Yeah, well, no judgment here, I'm not the developers of Bioshock. I won't hold these mouse murders against you.
I don't like killing these mice.
No, of course not. Nobody does.
I take one glance at the mouse trap to see if there's a mouse in it, and then I don't look at it again.
No, you don't want to.
Until I'm holding the mouse trap, but I'm just keeping it out of my vision.
Yeah, it's too dark.
Until it's
I wouldn't want to see
fucking
that.
gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the nice thing about like modern mouse traps with like the whole thing is they just kind of like they cover, so it's really just like a little mouse butt poking out from behind there, and it's kind of cute actually.
God, fuck. I'm gonna write a song about this conversation.
There's probably more of them. I gotta like move them around because they're the thing is they're smart enough to learn.
I know.
So like
I know.
You gotta like move the mouse traps around.
Yeah. No. I basically have essentially pet mice. Essentially, I mean they're rats, but it's the same basic thing. They are fairly intelligent.
Yeah. No, they learn.
Yeah.
They learn and they can love probably.
Something like love.
But
anyway.
they're gonna fucking steal my my fucking wheat thins and shit. So they gotta die.
I would give my rat all the wheat thins in the world.
I'm sure you would, buddy.
I give him all the wheat thins you could possibly want. I give him baby food.
I have wheat thins at home. Would you want me to bring him some wheat thins?
Nah, he's so fat. he's so
yeah, but
overweight.
he's earned it at this point.
He's also ancient.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like if he was a dog, it would be time to just start like feeding him like pepperoni pizza for lunch and shit, like it's just like fuck it.
Yeah, but like also he's like a liquid at this point because his back legs don't work so good and he's
like,
morbidly obese.
Right. He's like one of those like water toys that just kind of like looks like a rat to be cute. Like,
yeah, he doesn't walk as much as he does like Jabba the Hutt around.
he just kind of shifts his mass
He
like
slithers.
the thing.
Yeah.
Like he rolls something inside of himself.
Right.
That, like,
yeah.
ambulates him across his cage.
And he's still like mobile, he's still getting around.
That's
it's just
insane to me.
I don't see his feet when he's doing it.
I've only seen him like once or twice over the past couple of weeks, and like I haven't seen him move, and I can't even imagine how he would.
He doesn't like to.
I can't imagine he would.
No, he doesn't like to. He's very old and sleepy.
He's never gonna die.
No, apparently not. No. It seems like he's just
he's just gonna keep
outlive me.
He's just gonna keep getting worse.
No,
he's just gonna be.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this bit.
Spread out to the sides of the cage, but like flat. Like he's not. He doesn't get fatter. He just gets wider, but his mass stays the same.
You're making me think of the sequel to The Fly.
Yeah.
I feel like we've had this exact conversation before on the podcast.
Maybe we could have.
I can't do this bit. We've already talked too much about dead animals. I can't do this one. I can't do this one. Bert's gonna live forever, and he's only gonna get healthier as he goes, like a vampire.
I hope so, man. I would love that for him.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's all. I'm trying to think of anything else that's happened in my life other than just like killing vermin. Just like killing vermin and allowing my apartment to get stinkier and stinkier.
You're only going to attract more vermin that way.
No, I got my shit together a little bit today.
Okay.
I probably would have gotten it more together if I hadn't come to do this.
Well,
my plan for today was basically just to like
don't put
clean
that on
and
me.
stuff. No, it's fine. I wasn't going to.
It's not my fault.
I got far. I did a lot of stuff that made me feel proud of myself today, which is I did dishes and ordered groceries on DoorDash, and I felt like a real boy.
Fuck yeah.
I felt like a grown up boy.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
I had to order groceries on DoorDash because my car is still fucking.
Fuck no.
Fucking.
That sucks.
It's not. It's not interesting. Is the problem?
Well,
it's just look. My car is in my mom's name, and she lives in Vermont now, and I have to get the registration renewed.
Oof.
And it's a whole thing where she has to either like come down or like do all this paperwork that she sends me. See, it's not interesting.
No, I'm so bored.
It's just, but it does make my life considerably more difficult. I'm gonna run out of weed eventually.
Ooh,
that's gonna be bad.
I'll take you to the dispensary. I'll give you a ride.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, but you just gotta suck my dick.
I'll do it. Fucking easy deal, dude.
Yeah, dude. Look, it wouldn't be the first time.
Get me suck your dick so that I can buy weed.
Everybody, Chris sucks my dick for rides all the time.
You don't even buy me weed. You just drive me to the. I just give you roadhead on the way to the dispensary.
Yeah, and you call me Big Daddy. And I won't share with everybody what I call you,
little sister.
I hate this. It's the end of the podcast. That's the end of the podcast. The end of my life.
Oh, this is speaking.
That was the worst bit we've ever done. I'm gonna kill myself. I will start drafting a note immediately.
The dispensary I like using. I made an Instagram story about this, but I'll fucking recycle content for the podcast.
Okay.
I there's the dispensary I have that I use, is right across the street from a porn store.
Nice.
And I think it's really good the way that the cannabis industry is integrating itself into the local culture. Yeah. It's like good. Welcome to New Jersey.
Yeah,
this feels right. This feels like very appropriate.
I hate it. It's way to keep weed feeling dirty and bad.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's kind of what I like about it.
I don't like it.
Like, no, I love it. It's
no,
it still gets to feel like I'm doing a bad thing.
See, I don't want to feel like I'm doing a bad thing when I smoke.
I like it. I like it a little spicy.
No, I don't like that at all. Because if I take one hit off a joint, I become temporarily schizophrenic most of the time.
Yeah,
and I don't want to also have like walked by a bunch of decapitated pussies in order to get it first.
Well, one, they have tinted windows.
Okay.
And two, it's like all the way across the street on like a I don't even think you could like walk across. It's like a highway. There's like 2 lanes of like.
I don't even want to be reminded of that shit before I buy my weed.
The other thing is
I don't want shame in my high.
When I first went there, the place was called like Video X or something, which I loved because it's just like that's a classic name for a porn store.
Video X.
Right.
Yeah.
It felt like it feels like fucking true crime shit is gonna happen there.
It does.
It feel like Video X.
They
is
definitely
awesome.
have like fucking mutual masturbation booths in the pack.
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly.
But like that's definitely where Pee Wee Herman got arrested.
Yeah. But they rebranded to like Fetish Chic or something.
Oh,
which sucks.
That's
it's so
ugh.
worse. Yeah, it's
Ugh.
so bad. They leaned into no, it had just like Video X, man. Because like Fetish Chic sounds like it's run by sex nerds, and fuck that.
No,
like
honestly,
I want my porn store to be run by like honestly the same guy who's like behind the counter at a 7-Eleven, just like a fucking 40-year-old dude who like is gross, but like you can't tell because he has no personality. It's like,
I don't know, man. Fetish Chic does not strike me as at all nerdy. It like to me, it went from being called like Anonymous Lovers Incorporated or something where it's
Right.
just like, I don't know, even that's kind of weird. I'm trying to think of like a better example. I don't know, Video X.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
just making it very, very clear that's what's going on here, and we're not going to say anything about it.
Right.
This is Video X. You can solve for X. Whereas now it might as well just be called like the pervert hole. Like I feel like that is so much worse. Fetish Chic, like that's where you go if you're a sick fuck. Like because Fetish Chic, it's like it doesn't to me speak the fetish boutique.
Right.
It says to me like I don't know, like I'm trying to think of like another word that ends with eek. I don't know, eek. Like fear, the sound of being
Right,
scared.
yeah.
Like I don't know. Like it's just it doesn't hit me as at all even an attempt to be like a speakeasy. And even
Right.
that would, you know what it is? It's that it feels more underground.
Yeah.
Than even Video X.
Video X feels like it belongs in like that specific part of New Jersey. Video X feels like it should be across from the dispensary.
Right.
Like Fetish Chic is like they're two I mean, it feels bad to say, but it's like it feels like it's too sex positive. Like it's like
Can we have a little shame here,
just
guys?
like a little bit. Just like for class. Just
You know what? I agree.
yeah.
I liked it better back before Trump. back in the era of Bioshock.
yeah.
You know, fucking let's tone things down a little bit. Have a little bit of discretion, please.
Yeah.
You know, Video X is tasteful. You know what it is, but but nobody has to say it. You know, we can all just be like fucking polite, fucking pearl clutching, waspy, upper button, fucking buttoned, suit and tie wearing pervs. Instead of being like, oh, yeah, I am a fetishist and I go with a Fetish Chic.
You know what it is? Video X is for everybody.
Yeah.
Fetish Chic is for fetishists.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
It's
they've
less inclusive.
You know that they've got that fucking sex toy where it's like a vagina attached to a foot.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
they've got that there.
And like Video X had that too, but they were like cool about it. Like
They were chill about it.
They were chill about it.
They
were
didn't-
like
you know what it
they
is?
didn't put it in your face. Like they didn't like offer you the foot vagina. They didn't bring it up to you and be like, "Hey, check this out. Look
Right.
at this."
Exactly. That's exactly the thing. If you walk into Video X and somebody sees you walk into Video X, sure, that's embarrassing. It's a little shameful. I don't want people to see that happen. But if you walk into fucking Fetish Chic,
Right.
it's like, what the fuck is that guy doing?
Yeah.
That's like there's like a sicko walking into some fucking underground sex dungeon right now. You know?
That's
not shaming anybody who goes to sex dungeons. Live your life. I don't give a shit. But don't make me one of you.
It kind of goes back
Not
to what
that
I was
I'd go to Video X either.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't
hate
go to
this
either. But,
conversation.
like, it kind of goes back to what I was saying before, which is that like the guy who works at Video X is like he has like a Yankees cap and sunglasses.
Right.
Like that's the guy who works at Video X. The guy who works at Fetish Chic is trying to start a conversation with you.
Right.
And that blows.
Right.
Like,
yeah. When you walk into Video X,
Right.
there's like a really quick like little stop sign that says like we must be 18 years old or under. We check IDs. Fetish Chic, the fucking the bells on the door jingle and the guy at the other end of the store goes, "Hey, what's up, pervert?"
yeah, exactly. The guy, he assumes that you all like all the same things that he likes.
Yeah.
Whereas the guy in the sunglasses and Yankees cap is making no assumptions about you.
Right.
That guy, the guy in that's the thing. That's the thing, is that the guy who works at Fetish Chic is like, this is his life. This is his passion. This is his vocation. The guy who works at Video X is like, he's running a business, and I appreciate that about him.
Right.
You know, he doesn't give a fuck about this. He doesn't give a fuck about the sex toys or what you like. He's just trying to sell them.
Right.
You know?
You know,
and he's not even going to try to sell them to you. Like, he's just going to sit there behind the counter and wait for you to bring him something gross. Like,
he'll let you figure out what you want.
Yeah.
I don't want some fucking sex positive mom to be like guiding me through the fucking the aisles, being like, so this one has 5 different vibrational settings, but none of the clitoral stimulation ears like the rabbit does over here.
Right.
And like, I don't want that.
It's like in Fetish Chic, you walk in there with your girlfriend because you're trying to spice things up, and the person behind the counter immediately brings out the 13.5-inch dildo, and it feels pointed. Like it feels like she's trying to say something. Like,
fucking.
And the guy who works at Video X has never once spoken a word in his whole life.
No.
Like, he's silent.
He
gives you, like, you bring him the foot vagina and he gives you nothing.
Right.
Like, he's just blank. He doesn't blink.
Yeah.
He makes no comments about it. He doesn't try to start a conversation.
We're
talking like we've been to porn stores. I've never been inside a porn store.
I was about to say, you know, that this bit would be improved with a little transparency, and that is that. Of course, I've been to one. Of course, yeah. I've been to one.
Of course, you have.
Yeah. And yeah, there was a sex positive mom giving me recommendations.
Right.
I don't want them. No. Go away, Linda. I don't want to hear about which one's best.
Yeah.
Fuck off, man.
It's like, I don't need your reviews.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't want to know which ones you've tried, and I don't want to know which ones you think I or my partner at the time would like.
I think we should, in order to like really do this bit justice, I think we should pause real quick and take a quick trip down to Fetish Chic.
I think that we should,
and just do some investigative journalism.
I say we get some like GoPros and like put or like hidden cameras, put them on our lapels.
Right.
Go to Fetish Chic and see what it's all about.
I think we should do that.
And then do live commentary.
Yeah.
You know, and just talk about that.
And it'll probably be really boring. They'll probably be normal.
No, we'll be very funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Until we get kicked out.
Until we get kicked out. For very clearly, for having GoPros on our chests.
For having them on our helmets. Having like GoPro helmets.
We're wearing like those fucking skydiving helmets.
We're wearing GoPro helmets and like cracking jokes about the apocalypse. And just being like, yeah, so in the world to come, your cock's going to be this big. And just Linda's behind the counter being like, I'm sorry, you can't be doing this here, gentlemen. It's
a free country.
There are strange men trying to hook up in the back, and you're making them very uncomfortable.
Right. Like, you can't bring cameras in here, like, for sure.
Yeah. Ugh. This is the worst. We've said so many things in this episode that like are just like, they're wild, dude. We've talked about you know, kinky shit. We've talked about porn stores. We've been talking about weed. We've been talking about killing animals. We've been talking about big daddies. Talking about fucking Nazis. This is not acceptable content.
How far in are we?
47 minbecause
Nice.
We've been recording for 47
Nice,
minutes,
dude.
and we haven't recorded a single moment of the podcast.
No, not one.
No, because believe it or not, this is a podcast about the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody to Life in the World to Come. I'm Will Wood.
I'm Chris Dunn.
And we're here to answer your questions about surviving the apocalypse. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks. Go ahead.
You should start saying that every episode.
That's my new catchphrase.
Clinch the big flip.
I just left my fucking body. Oh, my face hurts. We got to open up that door. It's getting warm in here.
A little bit muggy.
I probably need some water.
Let's take a quick water break and then get some questions ready. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds good. All right. Let's pause. Oh my fucking god.
11. What went down with Building 7?
Jeffy on the Discord server says, "Hey, Chris and Will, what about video games in the world to come? Thanks, Anthony." They're not going to punish you for winning.
They're gonna be fair.
They're going to be fair.
You can kill as many little girls as you want in these video games.
They're going to be nuanced. and they're going to have some level of patience for a scared man trying to survive in a submarine.
Well, see, that's the difference. Is that like we're not gonna have like computers or electricity and stuff.
No.
So it's just gonna kind of be LARPing, but with real weapons and violence.
Yes, exactly.
It's kind of high stakes LARPs.
Yeah. It won't be called LARP. It'll be called LAC, which is just live action killing.
Right.
And it'll just be about killing people.
It'll just be about and I'm gonna be honest. A lot of the time, people just kind of forego the story aspect of it and just kind of get in the big pit with the weapons.
Yeah.
You know.
But usually there are people with controllers.
Right.
See, the way it works in the world to come is that, like, you know, we'll see a lot of video game pits, and it will be live action. Usually either through the manipulation of one's nervous system mechanically. Yeah. We will have the two battlers controlling two opposing characters' bodies so that they can kill each other.
That's one way you can do it.
Yep. The other way you can do it is just cheer people on while they beat the shit out of each other.
That's true. You could also train people to have like Pavlovian responses to the sounds of different controller inputs.
Right, exactly.
So if you hear an analog stick going to the left, you'll move to the left.
Yes.
Just instinctively.
Yes, exactly.
Because they give you a treat every time you do that.
Right. And then they say, "Would you kindly?"
Right.
And you know, fuck, I'm so mad. I'm still mad. So that's gonna be a lot of what it's like. There aren't gonna be a lot of computer screens, a lot of controllers that you can plug into a console and play a game. No, most things are gonna be a matter of life and death.
It's gonna be real, like kind of a Nintendo style approach to controllers, where like they really kind of try to mix it up. You know, you expect a controller to have a certain layout, but like most controllers in the apocalypse are just kind of be like sort of like a long tightly wound like strand of cord. You know, that you just kind of swing as hard as you can.
Yeah. And then you yell,
and then you yell, and then you go B button as loud as you can. Well, you kind of crack it across their bare back.
Yeah, it's inventive.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have the best games, but it's innovative.
Right, exactly.
You know, it's unique.
like you got to give them credit for trying to push the medium forward instead of just doing what everyone else is doing.
Right, because everybody else is using controllers that are these long metal things with a single button closer to where you hold it. You know, and that you point at your character and you say, "Do it or I'll kill you."
Right.
I'm not afraid to use this thing. I swear to God, I'll shoot.
Yeah.
You know, and that's only one button input really when it comes down to it.
There's so much nuance available for the whip. You know?
Right. You can really be more active. What did you say?
The Nintendo brand controller.
Yeah, the Nintendo brand controller. Well, Nintendo is going to stop making computerized video games. Yeah. They'll still be around, but they'll mostly be manufacturing switches and whips.
Right.
not Nintendo Switch.
It's very confusing.
Yeah, no.
It's very
and you'll get a little box.
Right.
It'll say Nintendo Switch on it. Don't get too excited. It's just a stick.
I'm just there's something, I don't know why it's so funny to just imagine like a whip in Nintendo white with like the little gray Nintendo logo just on the handle. That's very funny to me. to imagine a Nintendo branded whip.
That's the Nintendo Switch.
The Nintendo Switch.
And it's going to be confusing for a bit. You know, it's going to be Christmas after the apocalypse, and you're going to ask Santa Claus for a Nintendo Switch, and Santa Claus is going to come. He's going to beat your ass with a white whip.
He's going to fucking beat the shit out of you with a branded Nintendo product that they approved.
Yes. Well, that's the thing in the world to come is that you can't just like, you know, the current market of how do I put this? The consumerism of today won't exist in the world to come. Mm-hmm. You won't be able to just buy things. You usually have to steal something. And while there will be barter systems and exchanges of goods and values and, you know, nickels and dimes and bottle caps in some areas, that will still exist. But for the most part, you're not going to be able to go out and buy a console. If you want a video game, you have to make it. And you won't be able to get a Nintendo console from Santa Claus in the Christmas. Fuck. I gotta pee so bad. You're not gonna get Santa Claus to give you a Nintendo console in the Christmas. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to trap the bastard. You're gonna want to fucking ensnare that guy. And you just reach up that chimney, grab that magic bag, and hope it's not booby trapped.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, you gotta hope that he hasn't fucking taken preemptive measures.
And he might have. So be careful.
Yeah.
Make sure that you get one of your children who's expecting gifts to do the opening for you so that they get blown up instead of you.
Right, exactly.
Because, that's, you can have more kids.
Yeah.
They make them all the time.
Yeah.
You can make them for free.
Well, yes, you're going to need to have kids to lure Santa to your house.
That's true.
You have
Adults
to,
don't get Santa Claus.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
you have to have a boy. You have to have a boy living in your home.
Yeah.
So that Santa is drawn to it.
That's true. It's a good point. So, if you don't have a partner with whom you can procreate, that's fine. Just kidnap a kid.
Just kidnap a kid.
Just kidnap a kid.
We've been here before.
Get him in your house. Smack him until he writes a letter to Santa.
Yeah.
And make sure it doesn't say "help me" in it.
Exactly. Well, you got to be careful about that. You got to proofread the letter first.
Yeah. Let him know. Listen here, little boy. You want a Nintendo Switch. You want a fucking Nintendo Switch. And then he'll say, "Yes, Daddy." And then you'll send the letter off to Santa Claus.
Well, that's the thing is like you don't necessarily have to threaten the kid. He wants the Nintendo Switch as bad as anyone else does.
Only if he doesn't know what it's for. Because in the world to come, he has no use for a whip. He can't play video games. He's not old enough. Well, he's not strong enough.
He's a child. You sell him on a Nintendo branded product and he'll be in.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Especially if you can tell him it's a console.
Exactly.
Because he'll have heard of the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, the ancient stories from times long past.
Right, and I'm sure he'd be fascinated. He'd be like, it had the greatest games. It had such great games, and it ran perfectly.
I have heard tales of Luigi.
Well, in the world to come, there's going to be, information not only moves fast, it also devolves fast.
Right.
In only a few short decades from now, all the things that we currently consider just be pop cultural icons, please get those liquids off the table. It's so close to all my stuff. Oh my God, it's going to all explode. There's a lot of things that are currently pop culture that will end up becoming something a lot deeper than that.
Yeah.
We don't tend to think of it, but Taylor Swift is music history.
Yeah, it's
Music history that hasn't occurred yet.
Yeah.
But 40 years from now, we'll all be talking about the ways in which Taylor Swift changed the music industry.
We'll all be talking about the fucking horrible atrocities. We'll all be talking about the fucking bodies buried underneath her mansion.
We're all gonna be talking about the army of skull beasts that she's gonna lead when the bombs drop.
Right.
So anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, pop culture icons of today are going to become much more like religious figures in the world to come. Luigi, for instance. Yeah, he's that's gonna be a thing.
He's gonna be fucking the greatest hero. People are gonna tell tales
of specifically Luigi.
Of how he overcame about true bravery.
Exactly.
About overcoming cowardice.
He'll be like an Aesop's fable type character.
Yes, exactly.
And the moral of Luigi's story will be that true courage is when you face your fears, not when you have no fears.
Exactly.
Mario, we're going to talk about him too, but he's more like a King Arthur character.
Yeah,
whereas
yeah.
Luigi is more of a morality tale.
Exactly. Like Superman is the least interesting character in DC Comics.
Exactly.
That's like that kind of thing.
Right. Luigi's a lot more like Iron Man,
which is actually a take I don't agree with, but that's a different conversation.
I knew that you didn't feel that way. I bought you a Superman book for your birthday.
And I
was
liked
very
it, yeah.
excited. Yeah,
it was a good Superman book.
Hell yeah, fuck yeah, birthday accomplished.
Superman is underrated. Anyway, but yeah, no, it's like you don't. The Superman is at his even as a guy who likes Superman is at his best as like a side character.
Right.
Superman is best when treated as a force of nature.
Right.
Which is what Mario is.
Exactly.
Mario isn't a man. He's the fucking oncoming storm.
Well, there's going to be a religious sort of schism, a rift between the two schools of thought. And one of them will be the Church of the Mario Brothers, and the other one will be the Church of the Luigi Brothers. And there will be a strong debate as to whether they should be called the Mario Brothers or the Luigi Brothers. Yeah. And look, you can't stream the 1980s Mario movie online anymore. And so because of it, that memory is going to fade. The bit in that movie where they say, like, so what's your first name, Mario? What's your last name, Mario? You're Mario, and you're Luigi Mario? Yeah, we're the Mario Brothers. Nobody's going to remember that.
No one's going to remember
and so there's going to be no chance it's going to be considered anything but apocryphal at best.
Right.
So that's where like there's going to be war.
There's gonna be people are gonna be
Blood will be
blood
spilled
in the streets.
Blood will be spilled. And it will be considered a severe act of blasphemy to play a Mario Brothers video game. And I say video game in quotes because that's just beating a person in the world to come. It's just beating a person and telling him to jump.
Right, exactly. Mario Brothers game is just jumping on a fucking small guy's head.
Right.
You just find a little guy and you jump on him.
Right.
And it's called Super Mario Brothers.
But you have to use your Nintendo Switch to command your quote unquote Mario to do that jump. And to demean Mario in such a way is considered extremely offensive. Using Mario as a video game character is considered deeply offensive to these people.
Right. Whereas with Luigi, it's more complicated than that.
Yeah.
He's like a Christ figure. His pain is like part of the beauty.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
Like Luigi is sacrificing himself for us.
Oh, absolutely.
It's part of it.
I'm picturing fucking Luigi from Super Mario Brothers just crucified.
Yeah,
going,
I'm not even imagining him crucified. I'm imagining
Father,
him
forgive them. They know not what do they do.
I'm imagining Luigi being stoned as he carries the cross through Jerusalem. and like Luigi just like nude carrying the cross covered in blood. And they know not what they do.
Oh, I love that. Oh. People are going to have like little necklaces with a crucifix with Luigi on it. It's going to be... I like the idea of there being a church of Luigi.
just the image of Luigi like... just like
his head hanging, he's emaciated, he's got the wound on his side and a crown of thorns. You've got people throwing rocks at him, calling him King of the Jews. Pontius Pilate washing his hands of this travesty.
But it's Toad. it's fucking Yoshi.
Die if you want to, you misguided martyr.
Wow.
Oh, I'm having heart palpitations. Oh God.
Can you pass me my dew?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man.
Here you
I'm
go.
sitting on the floor.
Oh God.
All right. I feel like we covered that pretty
good. We told them what video games will be like.
I think this is what video games are going to be.
They'll be better.
They're going to be way more interesting and way more engaging.
Much more lifelike.
It's going to be a community activity. And you're going to get the whole town together.
Yeah. And at times a religious activity.
And at times a spiritual activity.
And at no point are you going to win and have a German woman tell you how much of a tyrant you are.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Unless that's the game you're playing.
Unless that's the game,
kill the German.
Actually, there's going to be given that most video games involve just whipping people. I feel like most of them are going to end with a German woman calling you a tyrant.
Well,
but she's not part of the game. She's just like a peasant in the crowd, just like screaming tyrant at you because you're whipping her brother or something.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Well, yeah, there are going to be a lot of people who are very mad at you for playing Wolfenstein in the world to come, So that's a game about killing Nazis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna if you beat German people with a whip. Yeah, that's the end of that bit. That I bit accomplished.
I think we did a pretty good job.
Yeah, let's move on to the next question. Do you have the Gmail open by chance?
It's over there.
Oh, this fucking sycophant.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Has earned their way into my heart, and now I'm going to answer their question because they said hello, attractive men in my phone.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and now I feel loved and I feel respected, and I'm going to reward that behavior. Deserving of a lobotomy says hello, attractive men in my phone. Shucks, pshaw, kicking my foot.
Come on.
Will the price of gas finally go down in the world to come? Because my gas mileage is probably not going to get any better by then. And when I check my checking account balance, a puff of dust and a moth fly out comically. Lobato.
I think it all comes down to how much a human life is worth to you.
Yes.
because it's not, your money's going to be worthless.
Yeah.
The price of gas is like the amount of effort it takes to take gas from someone.
Right. Exactly. And by that I mean extract gasoline from their body,
from their pores, from their like.
There are going to be a lot of people who will have mutated to produce gasoline instead of blood,
Mm-hmm.
and the only way you'll be able to get gasoline is by jamming a needle in their throat and sucking out their life force, basically.
Right, exactly.
And so,
just kind of like putting a funnel in your car and
Yeah.
slitting a throat over it.
yeah, exactly. Or
And you're going to want to chant while you're doing that. Just to put a little bit of spiritualism back into your life.
yeah, that's
You
going to
know?
be healthy.
And you convince yourself that the chanting makes your car go fucking fast, but like you don't know.
It'll be tradition. You're going to get used to it. Everybody's doing it. They've got somebody bleeding into their fucking what do they call that? The gas tank, just throat open, wide open, blood gushing into it, just going Luigi, 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 and that's going to be the price you have to pay. The price of gas will be, as you said, a human life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of how a lot of commerce in the world to come is going to be.
Yeah.
It depends on how much people are worth to you.
Right. If you need like peanut butter, you just gotta find someone with peanut butter for their blood. And you guys, is peanut butter worth a human life to you? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You want to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Gotta find somebody with peanut butter for blood. Gotta find a guy with jelly for blood.
Gotta find some peanut blood and jelly blood.
Gotta find bread man. And chop them up in little bits and put a blood between them. That's
It's weird. Like, it's this thing. Your diet in the apocalypse is going to be almost 100% blood, but it's still going to be way more varied than you think it would be.
right, because blood's going to be really varied.
It's going to be so many different kinds of blood.
We can't
It's gonna be
promise
blood that's basically peanut butter. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
It's kind of amazing.
It's kind of incredible. It's kind of a miracle.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't make this shit up.
It's,
And-
I don't know how you could.
No, I don't know. And so most of the food you're gonna eat, it's gonna be people. It won't taste like people. It won't look like people. But most of the resources you need to get by in your day-to-day life is gonna be made out of people, including your car.
Including your car.
You need a car man.
You're just gonna be, and what the car man is just like seven. Is this like 7 guys?
Yep.
And they just kind of carry you.
Yep. And you gotta put gasoline.
You gotta put gas in them.
Right, because they also run on gas.
Right.
And they're running out of blood because
right.
you abuse them so severely so that they'll carry you.
Right. Well, and if they don't have gas in their blood, then you're just putting gasoline in their blood, and that makes them confused and easy to control.
Yeah. Yep. It doesn't make them go fast.
It doesn't make them go fast. It just kind of fucks them up so that you can influence their fragile little brains.
So, that means an alternative that you could go with is, drugging people.
Yeah.
Can't afford gas?
I can't afford gas. Just
try drugs.
Try drugs. Just like try like fucking, I don't know.
And if you don't have car people to carry you around, try faster drugs. Fast drugs that make you go fast. Run.
Yeah, just like give a bunch of guys meth.
Yeah.
And then have them carry you.
They'll run fast. They'll
run
carry
so
you all the
fast.
way. They'll you can run them ragged. They'll die on their feet for you if you get them hooked on meth and you give them all the meth they need. Especially if you can find somebody with meth blood.
This is Bugatti. He's a 7-foot tall guy who he carries me around piggyback style. And he's fucking fast as hell. This guy can run like 25 miles an hour, which is pretty fast for a guy.
That's extremely fast for a guy.
Very fast for a guy.
He's full of methamphetamine.
He's full of meth.
I'd like you to introduce you to my friend Lincoln Cavalier. You can see he's moderately handsome and runs fairly fast, and he cost me a few human bodies. But he's reliable.
Right. This is my Volkswagen Jetta. It's just Danny DeVito.
I'll tell you, from driving the Jetta sport wagon for years, that car is the Danny DeVito of cars. It's sturdy. It's stocky. And it's reliable for a long time.
Yeah.
But it's not healthy.
It's not healthy.
No,
and
you can tell by looking at it.
Yeah, right. You can't take this thing off-road. It's
No.
not going to go well.
No, in the world to come, if you try to take Danny DeVito off-road, you're going to break his bones. One, because he'll be even older than he is now. And two, because look at him.
He's so old.
Yeah.
It's like a 100-year-old Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
He's like 2.5 feet tall.
He's only shrunk.
He's gotten even smaller.
And you try to hop on his shoulders to get him to give you a ride, and you'd be like, "Whoa,
Yeah, but he's fucking
you're
jacked.
too heavy."
He's like he gets fucking old man jacked, but
Oh,
again
yeah.
much smaller.
Yeah,
But so he's just so compacted. Like he's just like
he's like 400 pounds. He's very dense.
yeah,
he's
so
approaching.
dense.
He's approaching dark matter.
Right, he got shorter, but like he hasn't like he's stayed the same width.
Yeah,
Like he's, you know what I mean?
he's shaped like a top.
You're right. He's even more Wario than before.
Even
like
more.
he really full Wario.
He's like, you know how Wario is like the opposite Mario?
Right.
You know, this is like opposite Wario. This is like he's like the evil Wario.
Right. It's like if you put like put Mario through Google Translate like 8 times. you translate like Mario into Wario and then back to English again, and that's what Danny DeVito is.
Right. Okay. So this person's first question starts off with "Dear Lion and Scarecrow," which is
that's pretty funny.
amazing. That is phenomenal. And I want to give them fucking points for that.
I did play the Cowardly Lion in middle school.
Well, you've got the look.
I know I do.
You got that great big beard and that mane.
I didn't have him in middle school, but
That's
yeah.
surprising.
I did have long. I think my hair was at its longest in middle school. So
Well,
like
You had a mane.
I had like shoulder length hair. And I had this little face, this little coward's face.
You do look like a fucking coward.
I have a coward's face.
And I look fucking brainless. Dear Lion and Scarecrow.
Real quick, someone did a piece of fan art of us in the Discord that was just like like me, which was like 3 circles with a beard, and you, which was just a line with a hat, and it was really funny.
I saw
it.
that.
Was great. It
Yeah,
was
pretty good.
It was maybe my favorite fan art we've ever gotten.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I really liked it.
Yeah, I liked it too. Dear Lion and Scarecrow, I'm a nude art model on the side. Will I have any good skills in the world to come from this? With regards, Atlas. Well, thanks for asking, Atlas. No.
It's, you know what's weird is that it feels like this is just packed with funny stuff, but I can't. I'm trying to figure out what the angle is. I'm trying to like.
I don't know. You're good at needing very little armor or clothing to survive.
And you know what? This feels like a humble brag.
Yeah.
It feels like if it was like, hey, people pay to fucking draw me nude. Anyway, talk about that for a little bit.
Maybe if you had started your question with, dear attractive men in my phone, I would have been willing to entertain that a little bit more.
Right.
But all I can say is, I don't know, maybe you'll be really good at standing still for a long time, and that might benefit you with surviving enemies with limited eyesight.
Well, like if someone is fucking running at you at like 25 miles an hour atop the back of a man, and they're wielding a broadsword, and you just fucking
or a Nintendo Switch,
and you just whip your shirt off and like strike an incredible pose.
Yeah,
that might get you something.
Well, they
might slow them down for a second at the very least,
depending
on how hot you are.
Right. They might be confused. They might be aroused.
Right.
They might be offended and kind of like leave. They might be kind of
like
freaked
some
out.
combination of the 4.
Right.
You
might stun them for a second.
Right. And that's the fucking critical moment. That's when you fucking fling the shuriken.
Right. Exactly.
It's like, one, keep doing what you're doing, but get good at using fucking ninja stars.
I think that's kind of like, that's a really good way of putting it, because once you guys are in that standoff of him stunned by the shocking moment of you suddenly revealing your nude form, and you being stunned in your pose so that he stays so struck by your look, that's when you have to have that quick draw skill.
Yeah.
You got to be the fastest in the West.
You got to be the fastest in the West.
Or the fastest in the East.
And where are you keeping those shurikens if you're stripping all your clothes off? That's your little secret. We're not gonna say that on mic so that we don't give it away. We know, but we're not gonna tell. And that's a little favor we're doing to you.
I know where you're keeping it.
I do.
In your hand.
Yeah.
Don't drop it. Don't let go.
They just keep it in your hands.
Yeah.
Just keep them in your hands.
That's what Chris was getting at.
Yeah. You can use them to fucking rip your clothes off, all sexy like, just straight down the middle.
This sucks.
And this I feel like this is broad advice that we could give to everyone. I don't think you have to be a nude model. Just like try getting nude to confuse your enemies.
That's true.
Just try, like, next time you're getting mugged, just strip down right there.
Really? Yeah.
See how they react.
Right. It really kind of depends on what sort of nude model you are. Is there any eroticism to your work? If so, then that's one angle.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just because you're the guy in the area who's willing to get naked for art classes,
yeah, you're right, exactly.
That's not that you're not. I don't know how far that's going to take you.
Thanks everybody for listening to Life in the World to Come.
Thanks for listening to this podcast. And I just want to answer one more question.
Okay.
Really, really quickly.
Let's do that.
Tony asks, "Hey, Chris and Will, in the world to come, what bumper stickers can I buy? What will they say on them? Thanks, Tony." I have an answer for that.
Like stuff like that.
Yep. If you can read this, I'm going to kill you.
Like, if you can read this, please teach me how to read. If you can read this, help me. A wizard gave me an ancient tome containing the secrets to curing the virus. And now but I'm illiterate and I need someone to translate this ancient text. Please. It's a long bumper sticker. It goes all the way across the bumper.
Honk if you're horny. There's that one too. And that one sticker you see on like beachy people's cars that says Salt Life, but it looks a lot like it says Slut Life.
There's gonna be a lot of that. Yeah. Because that's the thing we don't talk about enough about the apocalypse. Is like the fucking free and easy Jimmy Buffett style energy.
Oh, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Sucks.
Beautiful man.
See, what I was thinking was about this guy who lives in my apartment complex. Who,
yeah, you mentioned this.
He's got his car is covered in bumper stickers and like a fucking like license plate frame and a decal that all say Federal Officers Association of the United States.
Yeah.
And a police interceptor sticker on it.
Right. And a Blue Lives Matter thing.
Yeah.
Which is we were talking about, that's an intense energy.
Oh, yeah.
Like having a cop living in your building is one thing, but having like a Blue Lives Matter federal agent is very intimidating.
Right.
That's very scary.
Yeah. It made me very uncomfortable when I first saw it.
Yeah.
And I did a little research. With the help of my father, who's a lawyer and has had to deal with a lot of various law enforcement types.
Right.
And what I learned was that all of those bumper stickers are available on the first page of Amazon search results.
Yeah.
And Lincoln does not make a model of car called Police Interceptor.
Yeah, no, that's just a model of car.
It's a Ford model.
Right.
It's specifically a Ford model.
Yeah.
The make is Ford and the model is Ford Police Interceptor. Lincoln does not make one.
Right.
This guy isn't a racist federal officer. He's a racist guy pretending to
He's
be
a racist
federal
officer cosplayer.
Yeah. Which is almost more intimidating.
That's scarier. It's like, that guy is gonna see your fucking black nail polish and be like, it's time for some vigilante justice.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. This guy is just a racist who wants to scare you.
yeah.
That's it.
That's his whole thing.
And it's like, and it blows my mind.
Right, which is funny because it's like it's just coming. It's like really just dipping your toes into a full-on federal crime.
Right.
It's like impersonating a federal officer is so illegal.
Yeah,
like it's so illegal.
And my guess is that this guy is like a retired former federal officer, because nowhere on this vehicle does it say literally I'm a federal officer.
Right.
It just says bumper stickers that say that show that he donated to the Federal Officers Association, possibly.
Oh, that sucks. It's like the only thing worse than a federal officer is a fucking FBI simp. Like that sucks. Like,
Well, there's also the fact that a federal officer does not necessarily mean FBI.
yeah, okay,
It can
fair.
also mean guy who works in a federal building.
Yeah.
Literally, that it could just mean a
that
security
could
guard
be
at a federal
the
building.
other thing, maybe you just didn't look at it enough. Maybe it actually said like federal booty inspector. You know, like you just saw FBI and freaked out. You didn't read the
No,
whole
because it
thing.
doesn't say FBI anywhere on there.
Yeah,
it just
okay.
says federal officer.
Right.
And if he was FBI and for some reason trying to announce it to everybody, he would say FBI.
Yeah.
In the world to come, you're going to be able to do that. And
Yeah.
people won't think
You
it's
can just
insane.
in the world to come, you can just fucking say you're an FBI agent, and people aren't even gonna know what that is. You're just gonna be like, "Oh, that sounds cool."
What is
What kind of agent?
What do you mostly inspect female booties, or is that what that
no,
means?
that's the implication in the world to come.
Well, because
is that the is that the Federal Bureau of Investigations does not exist, but the fucking female booty inspectors. They fucking run shit.
oh yeah, no, that'll be a real agency in the world to come.
They're gonna be like fucking marching through the streets like stormtroopers.
Right. That's not going to be. It's no longer going to be an offensive boardwalk T-shirt.
Right.
It's going to be
It's
a
gonna be
legitimate
very
branch
serious.
of government.
There's gonna be like weird Nazi style flags hanging off our fucking government buildings.
Right. And
of like a booty under a magnifying glass. Just
and what are they looking for? What are they looking for when they're inspecting these booties?
bombs.
Exactly.
Fucking high yield explosives. It's not a sex thing. It's a big problem.
Oh no,
People are
this is-
smuggling bombs.
This
in
is
their
a matter of
asses.
national security.
It's
There's a reason this isn't an offensive boardwalk T-shirt thing anymore.
yeah, no.
It's because
very
people are
serious.
going to be using their booty
They're
implants.
fucking big fat dump trucks to fucking smuggle fucking metric tons of C4 into the country.
It's going to be a real problem. It's going to be a real problem.
yeah. All right.
Thanks so much for
Thanks-
listening to Life.
Thanks
World.
everybody.
I'm very tired.
Me too.
I'm so
Very
sleepy.
sleepy. What time is it?
I'm so very
don't think it's
sleepy.
that late,
It's
but-
10:47.
Yeah, you know, it's getting.
But I wore
in the
myself
morning.
out.
Yeah, this was a good one.
I
I had a nice time.
Yeah, me too. It's always a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure.
Ad break. Our intro and outro music is "We Are the Hellhounds" by the Taxpayers.
If you'd like to support us on
Ad
Patreon,
break.
welcome back. You can do so at lifeintheworldtocome.patreon.com. Or is it patreon.com? It's
That's
that
it.
one. It's
Yeah.
patreon.com/lifeintheworldtocome. You can buy our merch at lifeintheworldtocome.bigcartel.com. You can still buy a Bobby Sugarbones t-shirt. I said I would keep putting out new merch, and I just kind of stopped. I should make new merch.
You should do
It's
that.
another fucking thing I have to do.
You should also set us up to actually have ads.
Yeah, I know. That's what I meant by another fucking thing.
You should also incorporate this as a business.
Yeah, oh god.
Well, that's like a legal necessity.
I know.
And you should also
I have so much coding work
You
that
should
I have
also
to
call
do
your
that I
mom.
haven't basically. Well, yeah, because of the coding work I do for
I just thought
that I
it'd be
just
funny
kind
to-
of fucking haven't done over the past.
I just thought it'd be funny to give you another silly thing to
yeah,
nag
but
you
no,
about.
but that's just actually part of it. Like
Yeah.
I do need to call my mom to
Yeah,
explain
you
to her
should-
why I haven't worked this week.
You should call your mom. You should
anyway.
really clean your kitchen too.
I did mostly.
You should trim your beard.
I cleaned the fucking table. So there's fucking dried ice cream on my kitchen table that's been there for like 2 weeks.
You really need to do your
but
laundry.
like that's true. I'm wearing a dirty shirt right now.
You should pay me. You should give me some money right now.
I think I might need
You
to pay
should-
you.
you should give
for,
me
I think I need to
$1,000
give you
right
your
now.
Patreon money for September. I haven't done that.
You
yet.
should give me $1,000 right now, unrelated to that.
Okay,
Yeah. Thanks.
sure.
Um,
Or what else? We said all the stuff. We got distracted for a second. Big Cartel, Patreon, intro and outro music is the Taxpayers. Send us an email at lifeintheworldtocome@gmail.com. We didn't touch the email today, but we usually do. Or you could do it on our Discord. Is also an option.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I could eat.
All right, let's eat.
Let's go.
I'm
Snack.
gonna bounce this track, and we're gonna go get some food, and then I'm gonna try Bioshock 2.
I'm excited.
And
for
we're
you,
going to
dude.
find out whether or not this game has the unmitigated fucking gall to shame me for beating it.
Oh yeah.
Also, they're not making a U2s of me. Just want to say that.
I was wondering if you would bring that up.
I'm just really quick. Anybody who tells you that I'm making a U2s, I'm not.
No, that was just a fucking thing that they tweeted.
Yep. No. No shade towards them. It's just that is so not me. So.
Yeah. Okay. So
what kind of fucking YouTuber do you want people to think I am?
Right. So yeah, U2s, if you're listening to this, that's your fucking answer.
Yeah, sorry guys, it's just not the vibe. This is not the vibe.
No, we just
it's just not my thing, you know. But good luck with the Tally Hall campaign. It should be a baller. Yeah, but no, I'm not doing fucking U2s.
How long is the intro now? How long is the outro music been playing?
It's 20 years. All right, here we go.
Right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.